In an unprecedented turn of events, former President Donald Trump faces his first criminal trial, a landmark event in American history. This trial has far-reaching implications, not just for Trump, but for the American justice system as a whole. It brings into sharp relief the unique treatment that white-collar defendants such as Trump often receive. Societal perceptions and judicial leniency towards these defendants are deeply ingrained, stemming from the belief that their crimes pose less of a public threat. Yet, as we delve deeper into the implications of this trial, we must question these perceptions and ask ourselves, are these crimes truly less threatening? Or is it time for a re-evaluation of how we define threats in our criminal justice system? This trial also presents a formidable challenge, finding 12 unbiased jurors. Amid the political and media frenzy that surrounds Trump, the task of finding individuals who can put aside their preconceived notions and judge the case solely on its merits is no small feat. As the countdown to the trial begins, the challenge of finding unbiased jurors comes to the forefront. The world watches as history unfolds. The journey to Trump's first criminal trial has been fraught with controversy, resistance, and a series of significant events. The first step on this road was the indictment of the former president, a move that sent shockwaves through the political and legal landscapes. The indictment was not just a legal procedure, it was a symbol, a sign that no one, not even a former president, is above the law. In response to the indictment, Trump attempted to delay the proceedings. He sought refuge in legal maneuvers, hoping perhaps to buy time or find a way out of his predicament. But the legal system, represented by Judge Juan Merchan, stood resolute. The start date of March 25, 2024, remained unyielding against Trump's attempts to postpone it. This was not a battle of wills, but a testament to the strength and integrity of the justice system. But the road to the trial was not without its bumps. The justice system faced its share of criticism. The treatment of white-collar defendants like Trump came under scrutiny. Critics pointed out the stark contrast between the way these defendants were treated and the harsher treatment of other offenders. They argued that the system's accommodations for white-collar defendants stemmed from a belief that their crimes posed less of a public threat. This raised questions about societal perceptions and judicial leniency towards white-collar criminals. These debates, however, did not halt the march towards the trial. They added layers of complexity to it, making it not just about Trump's guilt or innocence, but about the justice system itself. It became a stage for a broader discussion on fairness, consistency, and the definition of threats in the criminal justice system. Despite the twists and turns, the trial date stands firm, marking a critical moment in Trump's post-presidential life and American jurisprudence. The road to the trial has been long and winding, but it has led us here, to the threshold of a historic event that could shape the future of American politics and law. As we anticipate the commencement of Trump's first criminal trial, let's reflect on the key points discussed. We've delved into the significance of this trial, a landmark event that not only scrutinizes the actions of a former president, but also puts the American justice system under a microscope. We've also considered the daunting challenge in finding 12 unbiased jurors, a task that underscores the pervasive influence of political bias on impartiality. We traced the timeline from allegations to indictment, leading us to this pivotal moment in history. This journey highlights the complex interplay of power, privilege, and the law, as we've seen in Trump's attempts to delay the proceedings. Among the most critical takeaways is the call for a re-evaluation of how threats are defined in our criminal justice system. The unique treatment of white-collar defendants like Trump contrasts starkly with the harsher treatment of other offenders. This disparity, rooted in societal perceptions and judicial leniency, calls for a fundamental reassessment. The need for fair and consistent treatment of all defendants, regardless of their status or the nature of their crimes, is underscored. As we await the unfolding of this historical event, it prompts us to reflect on our justice system, its treatment of different types of criminals, and the very definition of threat to our society. Until next time, thanks for watching, and remember to like and subscribe.